Hi guys, welcome to our step-by-step guide on how to dual boot ChromeOS and Windows on your laptop or PC. In this video, we will go through every detail you need to know about installing ChromeOS alongside Windows 10 or Windows 11. We will also provide timestamp in the description, so you can jump to any section if needed. But I highly recommend to watch the entire video without skipping any part. If you miss a step, you might need to watch video again and again to troubleshoot. So let's get started. First, let me show you which Windows I am using. So as you can see, I am using Windows 11 Home Edition. But this video will work for both Windows 10 or Windows 11. And as we can see, my specs is i3 8th Gen with 8 GB of RAM. But before we start installing ChromeOS, we need to prepare Windows environment. First, we need to create a partition or disk where we want to install ChromeOS. So here I already have 100 GB of unallocated space. If you don't have any unallocated space, don't worry, it's simple to create a new one. You can select any existing partition that has enough space and click on the shrink option to create a new one. After shrinking the partition, you will see unallocated space. This is where we are going to install ChromeOS. So right click on that unallocated partition and select new simple volume. Now assign any drive letter to this drive. I'm going to select this and then click on next. Then we have to give a name to this volume. It can be anything you want. Once you write a name, click on next. Finally, click on finish. And your partition is ready for the ChromeOS installation, as you can see here. Next step is to open the command prompt to disable hibernation. Hibernation can cause conflict during the dual boot setup. So disabling this is essential. In the command prompt, type this command. Next, we need to disable the fast startup. So in the command prompt, type this command. So both command disable hibernation and fast startup. Ensure no conflict arises during the installation. Now it's time to disable the secure boot. First, shut down your computer. Guys, disabling secure boot is crucial. But before you proceed, make sure to remove any password and disconnect your Microsoft account from your PC. This helps avoid any issue like triggering a password reset after disable the secure boot. Once your computer is shut down, you need to find the correct key to boot into BIOS. For example, on Lenovo, it's usually F2. Pause the video now to check your BIOS key for your specific device. Once you have found it, turn your PC back on and keep pressing BIOS key until the BIOS screen appears. So my device is now booted into BIOS. Use the arrow key to navigate to security or boot tab, depending on your BIOS version. Look for the labeled secure boot. Once you find it, simply disable it. After disabling the secure boot, simply press F10 and hit enter. Your system will reboot automatically, so just wait for it to complete. My system is now boots up properly. Now we will set up Linux environment using the Windows subsystem for Linux, which is also known as WSL. Open PowerShell as administrator and run the following command: WSL install. This installs the Windows subsystem for Linux and Ubuntu. Guys, this process might take time depending on your internet speed, so be patient and let it be complete. Once the installation is complete, you will be prompted to restart your computer. Go ahead and do that. Since I am setting up this for the second time, it is not asking to restart again. Now it is asking to set a username. Enter any name you like and then create a password for Linux environment. There you have it. The installation is successful and we are ready to use Linux with Windows. First thing, we need to update the necessary package. In your Ubuntu terminal, type sudo apt update. This will ensure your system has the latest information about available packages. Once it is done, we need to install required tools for ChromeOS installation. So run this command in the terminal. This will install some tools that are essential for setting up ChromeOS. So install this. Once everything is done, you can close this because we will use it later. Now the next step is download ChromeOS recovery image and the branch framework, which help make ChromeOS compatible with non-Chromebook devices. So go to branch GitHub page and download the latest release. And guys, I will also provide the link in the description below. Now branch is downloading. Next we need to download ChromeOS. So visit cross.tech website. So guys, this website provides ChromeOS recovery images based on your CPU model. Before downloading, confirm your processor generation. For example, my processor is an i3 8th generation. So I will download the recovery image named as Shiana. If you have a different processor, download the recovery file that matches your processor generation. Now search for Shiana. And here it is. Simply click on the latest one, which is 127 for now. Downloading is now started. Let the download complete. This file is large, so it might take some time depending on your internet speed. Next file we need to download is grub2win. This tool helps with booting multiple operating systems. So visit the official grub2 website and download it. So guys, all the files are now downloaded. Let's open it in folder. Next we need to extract all the files one by one. So let me quickly extract all. So all the files are now extracted. Let's create a new folder and give it any name. After creating a new folder, move all the extracted file into this newly created folder. This will help keep everything organized and ready for the next steps. So all the files are now moved. Go ahead and remove the original zip files and any unnecessary folder, except for the newly created folder. This will help keep everything organized and easy to manage. Now let's install ChromeOS using the files we just downloaded. So search for the Ubuntu and open it. First we need to navigate to the newly created folder that contain all the extracted files. So run this command cd/mount and the path of your folder. So we have changed root directory to the newly created folder. Now we need to run this command, which will install ChromeOS in our system. But before running this command, we need to take care of few things. First we need to change the drive letter where we want to install ChromeOS. As this is my partition which we created on the starting of this video, and its drive letter is H. So in the command, replace drive letter with H name. And guys, if you have any other drive letter, you need to replace with that. Next, we need to enter the size of the disk. If your disk size is 50, then enter 45 or 46. As I have 100 GB drive, I am going to enter 96. Once it is done, copy this command and paste into the Ubuntu terminal. Here we are getting error which say chromeos.bin file is not found. It is because we missed a step. So go to the folder where all the files are located. And here we need to rename this file to chromeos.bin only, just like this. So go back in the terminal and run same command again. Now error is resolved and process is started. Guys, this installation might take 10 to 15 minutes. So be patient, I am going to fast forward this part. So the process is done. Since we want to set up dual booting, type dual boot in the terminal and hit enter. As you can see, ChromeOS dual boot image has been created and the configuration file for dual boot is also set up. Now we can close this terminal and let's also confirm in file manager. And yes, our drive is full and here are our two files. Next it's time to install grub2win. So let me quickly install it. It's super simple, just follow the prompts on the screen. Once grub is installed, open it and follow this step. First click on the Manage Boot menu option and then click on Add New Entry. In the Type drop-down, select User Created section. This will open a new window. Now we need to paste a code created by the Ubuntu. So open the drive. And here is our file, open it. So copy all the file and paste into user section.cfg file. And save it. After pasting and saving the code, simply click on OK and ignore all the warning that might appear. And here you will see two boot entry, branch and branch setting. Simply click on apply and then click on OK to close it. Now it's time to restart the system. First we need to enter our system into the BIOS again to change the boot order. So I am going to boot my system into the BIOS. Once you are in the BIOS, navigate to boot section. Here you will see multiple entries for Windows and grub2win. Use the F6 key to move grub2win entry to the top. After adjusting the boot order, simply press F10 to save the changes and exit from BIOS setup. And our system will boot into grub. and our system is boot into the grub. And there you should see several boot entries. Use the arrow key and select branch and hit enter. The system will now booting into the Chrome OS. Please note that first boot might take a quite longer than usual. So I'll fast forward this part to save the time. Finally, our system is booted into the Chrome OS. First, you will be guided through the initial process. This will include setting your languages, connecting to Wi-Fi, and signing with your Google account. And there you have it, a successful dual boot setup with ChromeOS and Windows on your computer. For further configuration option, you can use setting available in the ChromeOS. I won't go into those details in this video, as this video already become quite long. But if you're interested in a follow-up video on what to do after installing ChromeOS, just let me know in the comments. Now, if you want to boot your system into the Windows instead of ChromeOS, simply restart your computer, and when you reach the grub boot menu, you will see Windows option. Simply select Window and hit enter. Your system will boot into the Windows as usual. And there you have it, a successful dual boot setup of ChromeOS and Windows on your computer. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing channel. If you have any question or run into issues, feel free to leave in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. This is Jarvis signing off.